Paving the way for the first ever 8-player raid in the series' history, 1.07 is quite a large update that continues to strengthen the base game with several changes and additions. There are some gameplay balancing changes that are mainly focused on the dark zones and conflict, the player versus player aspects of the game. For the player versus environment (PvE) side of the game, both the Stronghold Roosevelt Island and the main mission Bank Headquarters have been made more easy for single players. There have been some revisions to commendations which are earned during gameplay in respect to commendations that were based on players' regularity in playing the game, for example how many days in succession they played and for how many hours. These have been removed and replaced with commendations that reflect how much players play the game, but not with such demands on continual consistency, as sometimes players might not have been able to meet the requirements of the previous awards through no fault of their own. There are tweaks to crafting, gear items and loot, which now guarantee at least 500 gear score loot for players who have reached 500 gear score or higher in many activities, numerous alterations to both friendly and enemy NPCs, most notably towards control point officers who are now actually armoured, and changes to player talents, weapon talents and exotic weapons. A multitude of different tweaks and changes across the whole game, which are too numerous to list here and for which you can find details of at the Division 2's official site. In terms of new content within 1.07, as the raid isn't available just yet, this only affects Season Pass holders who have access to 2 new missions. The 2 missions are a nice addition, but are more akin to side missions than main missions, as they are both relatively brief compared to the majority of main missions. They do, however, provide some interesting additional stories in the form of recorded mobile messages that reveal more about different aspects of the period of time between the Division and its sequel. As for the raid, if it doesn't include a matchmaking process, then it won't be covered on this channel. The Division 2 remains in a state of steady improvement and expansion, and is certainly a worthwhile game to continue to return to.